Welcome to the Heroes of Cosplay Sanctuary. This is your host, Scotty B, and friends. My next guest puts her all into her creations, from Ninja Turtles to Lara Croft. Every piece and every post tells a story of dedication and someone honing their craft. Sometimes serious, but often finding a lighter side of all the things in the cosplay community. There's passion and discipline for her craft, and it is apparent in every post. Friends, please welcome to the show maker, cosplayer, and fitness forward creator, Body Mind Cosplay.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's so great to have you on. Sorry, it took a little bit of time to get everything coordinated, but I think that things happen for a reason. We're coming right up on Dragon Con, and you've got some really cool things that are just coming out. So I think sometimes, yeah, they happen for a reason, and the timing just looks fantastic for all the amazing things that you do. To get us started, would love to go through where I always, or I try to start with the guests to talk about your origins in cosplay with Body Mind Cosplay. We look back, you get into Instagram in 2021, you're doing these amazing Borderlands props and costumes, cosplays, creations, second to none with how just detailed and amazing they are. And the caption is gotta start somewhere, right? So please tell me about how you got started and what drew you into this makerspace.
Oh, I'm still really new at it. I only got started, I think it was 2019, and it was all because of attending Dragon Con. Um, I'd had my brother had been saying, "You gotta come to Dragon Con, you gotta come to Dragon Con." Then I had some other friends telling me about it too, and I've always kind of wanted to do a cosplay, and that was the catalyst that pushed me into it. Is, well, now I have a deadline, so I've got to finish this cosplay.
Mhm.
And if I'm going to go to a convention, because I want to dress up, so that gave me the push, and I've been doing it every year since then.
Yeah, and it's been just amazing the things that you've been able to put together, and you can see the evolution. You have just really, I mean, the ability that you have to just continue to evolve and to really just get into the characters and the detail of everything that you do has just been fantastic throughout. You've worked alongside some members of the Adelphae Phalanx. Again, and I've had members on before. They are an affiliate subgroup of a larger 300 DC Spartans that coordinates on a very large 300 Spartan 300 cosplays around Dragon Con. Like I said, we've had several members on the show. Allison, Victoria, just tell me about your experience with the group.
This will be my third year marching with them. It's different than any other cosplay group that I've been in. I haven't been in a whole lot of cosplay groups or anything, but usually with groups, you go to Dragon Con, you'll meet, maybe take photographs, say hi to friends that you haven't seen for the whole year, and then you say goodbye, see you again next year. With the 300 group, we chat throughout the year, we get to know each other. There is a much deeper friendship that develops because of that, and it's very special. I've been enjoying it a whole lot.
And it definitely shows just with the camaraderie, with how the group puts everything together, just the dedication that goes into being there at Dragon Con, putting so much effort into the look for a Spartan cosplay. It's amazing, everything that you've been able to do with that. The and yes, it's really it's a little bit more than just kind of the casual like see you next year kind of
Right.
a thing. I notice so many posts and so much just interaction with members of the group. You guys are always sharing things with each other and really like building each other up in the space, which is something that we really look forward to and is just so great to see in the cosplay community is people working together, especially female cosplayers being able to work together, and that there's a friendship and that there's a space out there where people are coming together It's fantastic. And also, not just with cosplay, but with fitness, because you're also kind of building each other up in that space as well. Fitness and cosplay do come up a lot on the show and often do go hand in hand. For you, which came first? Because the name for your Instagram is Body Mind Cosplay. So, which came first, and how would you say that they've worked together as you've developed your cosplay craft?
Fitness definitely came first. I've always enjoyed being part of some sort of fitness thing. I've kind of hopped from one thing to another early on. It was running. Back in my college years, it was all I knew was running and crunches. That's how you
Mm.
get fit. Um, I actually used Lara Croft as inspiration back in my college years to stay fit. Uh, Back when she was the heavily pixelated
Oh,
Lara
yes, the
Croft.
PlayStation
Yes.
version, original
I
PlayStation version of Lara Croft.
yeah, I had comic book pictures of Lara Croft posted up on my bulletin board with little check boxes with miles ran
Mm.
to help motivate me. I got into martial arts after that. Eventually moved away, couldn't keep doing that at the studio. Got into high intensity interval training to keep me going. I have been enjoying that, and only recently, 2022, something like that, somewhere around there, got into more of a bodybuilding style fitness and got with a trainer so that I wouldn't do anything stupid so that I could learn the form, get everything right. And I was already into cosplay by then, and that's where I currently am.
And that is, I mean, it is a lot of work. No, it's really amazing your journey going into, the disciplines that you have with high intensity interval training with martial arts. I mean, that takes a while to get down. You don't just pick that up right away. And it's the same with bodybuilding. It's not something that you just do overnight.
Right.
And definitely, you can see it. You can see the evolution with what you do, and you can see that confidence too building as time has gone on for sure. And if you don't mind my saying so, it really does show that you've hand in hand worked very hard on your fitness and the cosplays that you've been building over time.
Well,
So
thank you.
really cool. In addition to that, you also have an Etsy shop where you've been building things and honing your craft. That's been gaining some momentum. I've seen a lot of positive things coming there, and just reviews that are telling a very good story about the kind of fun and the art that you share in that space. Could you tell us more about Body Mind Geekdom that you have on Etsy?
That one's just a little bit of a side fun store. It got started accidentally when I found on Facebook Marketplace a sticker maker, and I thought it would be fun. Oh, I like creating stuff. I want to make stickers and give away. And I also thought, well, why not make some and try sticking up on Etsy as well while I'm at it? It's pretty slow going with getting new ones up because it's more of a when I have time or when inspiration hits. But I have fun. I have fun making them, giving them away, selling them, whatever.
And they do look cool. I do encourage people to go and check it out if you haven't seen it. We'll put links in the description in the video so you can go and check that out. But yeah, it really is just a very, and I will say for cosplayers, if you do want things to give away, for things that are going on in your pages, like stickers are always kind of something people look for. They're easy to ship, very, it's low cost to do stuff like that. It's low cost for people to get them from you, to have them, and they can go anywhere. I mean, and if you are a full-time cosplayer, having stickers at your booth is actually kind of cool. And you know what? Cross promotion isn't a bad thing either. I'm just going to put that out there. So if you do, yeah, definitely go and check out Body Mind Geekdom. I think it's very cool. It kind of goes into more of the creative things that Body Mind Cosplay does and showcases on the page that you have on Instagram. Many props and many pieces that you've put together. I'm just really curious, what's one of the biggest challenges that you've overcome so far in the things that you've built? And is there a tip that you would like to share with the community about how you've overcome it?
The learning process, each and every prop, it's the learning process for me. I've been building, getting new techniques, just having fun exploring what's out there. The first prop that I did was just throw together paper mache buzz axe. I upgraded that by learning EVA foam and figuring out moving parts. And it was a little, I had some help looking online at trying to get the moving parts to work. So that one wasn't quite as bad. From there, learning LED lighting, I've had several props where I've used YouTube, Google, learning how to wire up the LEDs and get that working. Recently, learning resin crafting, I've been having so much fun with resin. uh, Making jewelry out of resin, making the molds out of silicone, then casting to get my own unique jewelry pieces or armor pieces, very small armor. I can't do the big ones yet.
Not
Uh,
yet, but
Not yet, maybe
not
one
yet.
day. 3D printing, got a 3D printer a couple of years ago, and that has been a huge learning process, fixing it when it's not doing what I want it to do, making sure that the pieces that I'm having to attach together, because my printer is so small, making sure that they don't fall apart. It's been a learning process for everything, and I think the biggest advice I would have is don't be intimidated by that. Just do it. If it doesn't work, you can move on to something else.
Yeah, and that's really good advice, especially in a maker space where it can be a little bit overwhelming to somebody getting started, or even people who are trying to like figure out, how to go from, how am I going to do this from paper mache to moving into foam to going into resin to getting into 3D printing. It's a lot of steps, and it's that some of these things have a learning curve to them. Just to know to be patient. And yeah, like for anybody in that space, there's always people that you can check in with, ask questions, and just being curious really helps too. You just don't get frustrated. The more that the more that you allow yourself to just kind of have fun with something, the more that you can learn, and then yeah, it's all about figuring it out. It's kind of the journey that you go on in cosplay as well. But I would like to take a moment here. I wouldn't want to go through the whole interview about talking without talking about the Xenomorph Queen inspired cosplay that you recently posted. Again, just so many different details and so much that you would have had to do with this. A lot of work in process shots that you put onto stories as you were going through it. Looks so complicated, so many little interconnecting pieces. Can you walk us through some of the highlights of how you put this whole aliens xenomorph cosplay together?
This one was one that started out as I'm just going to get it started and do it cosplay because I've always wanted to do a xenomorph one. I thought about doing, one of these days I'm going to do a screen accurate one, and that just got too overwhelming for me. I don't know if I'd be able to do that at my level right now. So I thought, well, I'm just going to do an inspired by one. That way it will get me started. So it's been a lot of like that meme golden retriever. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's been a lot of that and just making it up as I go, finding little bits of inspiration. And I can 3D print a tail if I tweak this file for an articulated dragon and just pull the tail out and make it bigger. And that would look cool. And this would look cool for some leggings. And I'm not a seamstress, so that was a lot of making that up as I go. I'm really happy with those because I don't consider myself a seamstress, but they worked.
Well, yeah, you definitely cannot tell that there was any struggle or anything that went on at all, or that you were making it up as you went along. The detail and just how you shot everything and how you posted as you were going along really just looks looks amazing, and just like the way that it moves and the contour, it really does just draw into a lot that was going on. If anybody's ever seen any of the behind the scenes stuff that's on like the movies that made us on Netflix, for example, looking at aliens and just the kinds of things that went into the actual alien, and then looking at what you've created and going, you did not have a studio behind you doing this, and you still make this very accurate, very mobile, very just true to the original, to the canon, to the movies, to the franchise, and that it just all comes together. It's a fantastic job overall,
Thank you.
really.
I'm sure it will evolve over the years too. I always tend to add or upgrade the ones that I've already started and finished.
Uh-huh. No, it's looking really forward to that. If you're thinking about in the future, evolving the xenomorph into even more, that'd be really cool. One of my favorites that you've done um, is I guess, is this one of your favorites to date? Is this your favorite today, or is there another one that you'd really like to say stands out as your favorite, and maybe even something very recent?
I don't think I would say it's my favorite one. I think it's probably a tie between the first one that I ever made that has continued to evolve, which was Borderlands Gender
Mm.
Bent Krieg. One of the things that I really like about that is that it has a mask, which I get some social anxiety, and I have found it has warded off panic attacks before, just sliding the mask over when I'm in a crowded spot. And it also has an axe, which I feel comfortable holding on to something when I'm in a situation in the public where I start to feel a little tense.
Hmm.
But I would say that one's one of my favorites, but probably Lara Croft the most because I wear her every year. I don't wear the Krieg one every year.
Hmm.
Lara Croft is extremely comfortable to wear, which
Yeah,
always helps.
yeah, it's a very forgiving cosplay
And
from
I
that
think
perspective. Yes.
I think too, with her going so far back into my history, like with starting out with fitness, there's this special place in my heart for that character too. So I think that one probably edges out to my favorite. I know everyone does Lara Croft, but that's because she's a special character and there's so many variations.
Yes, there are, like, you can go through the entire game genre, the
Oh yeah.
movies.
Comics
There's
even, and now
Yeah,
TV show
comic books.
too.
And yeah, and TV. There's an animated show that came out not too long ago, and
Yeah.
but the character remains very consistent, but the looks change, the way that they present her has changed over time, and I can see, and it's a very strong character too. She's kind of cool. Um, just, I mean, and one of the more, if you go all the way back in the Wayback Machine with video games,
Mhm.
one of the characters that really was very versatile to play, could do a lot more than Mario could. And it,
Absolutely. Yeah.
so yeah, it's really cool that you have taken that and made it your own, and brought that to just brought that to the front, and that you really do appreciate, and you see you have something that you really do identify with in the character, and it makes it so much more to be able to not only put that online, but also at the conventions, to be able to share that with the folks that are there. Um, like Dragon Con, like you said, you do wear this to Dragon Con quite frequently.
Right.
It's coming up very soon. We got Dragon Con right at the beginning of September, and this all should be out right about the time that you're enjoying yourself at the con down in Atlanta. Would you like to talk about the experience, what you're looking forward to most at the event?
Oh, so much. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the Spartan stuff, getting to see my friends again, where it's been a year. We've been talking with each other throughout the year, but we'll get to see each other face to face. Excited for the march. I always love doing Swag and Seek, which is a Dragon Con thing, an acts of kindness sort of thing where a bunch of people will hide just little trinkets or stickers or hand them out. I like having them match my cosplay and just giving out to people who I can see are fans of whatever that cosplay is, and also hiding them in various places at con. I love doing that.
No,
So,
that's
yeah.
fantastic. I had no idea
Oh,
that that
and
was a thing.
also I missed doing Catwoman last year. I had a mishap that kept me from being able to wear it. So I'm
Oh,
so excited to hopefully wear that one this year.
all right. Yeah, no
A
no mishaps this
new
year.
old cosplay.
Fingers crossed that you get to do that. Really, just fantastic that you have such a lineup planned for what's going to be just an amazing con coming up. Um, it will be very cool to experience the March. I know there's going to be a lot of things online on social. There's probably going to be a lot of video footage, folks. So stay tuned. You will definitely see familiar faces if you're looking through things online for Dragon Con. There's always a lot of photographers, a lot of videographers that go and they have things up really quickly. And of course, really just enjoy having this time set aside to speak with you and to just go through all of the amazing things that you've been able to create over just the last couple of years and just the events that you have really brought so much to. Especially with Dragon Con, you really show up for these things, and though maybe maybe you feel that you're new to the space, but it certainly does not look that way.
Oh, thank you.
So much that you put into this, and just that it really shows a passion in what you create, and that you really enjoy sharing that with the community, with the folks that do attend the event. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
Body
you so
Mind
much for
Cosplay.
having me.
Oh, that's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for being so patient to be on.
Oh, not at all.
Um, the last thing, of course, is a little plug. Please tell us where we can find you and how we can support you online.
Instagram is really the only place where I keep my stuff. I have some links on there to my Etsy store and to a Throne account. Cosplay is expensive. If anyone, I don't expect it, but if anyone wants to throw in anything onto the Throne account, it's there. Otherwise, it's just that in my store, Etsy store.
All right, and there will be details and links in the show notes below. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe, folks. You know the drill. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much to Body Mind Cosplay for being on the show. This is the Heroes of Cosplay Sanctuary. Scotty Lee saying bye bye, everybody.